yet another big and nice episode of your darling program, Talk to CBA. And you know how to do it? This program only comes to you from your #1 TV station. I'm talking of CBA TV here in East Africa, and we cover even beyond. Today we'll be discussing something that is very, very important to human life. I'm talking of how we save life from different kind of disaster. I'm talking of fire. You know, fire, it's everywhere. Even if you look at what is happening around the world now, in Turkey, in some other part of the world, we have a wide fire, you know, ravaging a whole country. But we thank God here in Somaliland that with a very powerful agency of Hargeisa Fire Agency, we have been able to have a very normalcy in this aspect. Joining me today to discuss extensively about this issue is no other person but Brigadier General Ahmed Mohamed Hassan, who is also known as Swahili. Swahili. Yes, we will know why Swahili is part of the name. He is a commander of Somaliland Fire Brigade Service here in Hargeisa. Thank you, Brigadier, and thank you for talking to CBA.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Somaliland Fire Brigade headquarters, and thank you for speaking to CBA.
All right, thank you so much. You know, we just start this way. Yeah. The little thing I said about you, like the introduction, that is just mere name. I want you to tell our viewers at home, who is Brigadier General Ahmed Mohamed?
I'm normal man. I born in Tanzania.
Wow.
Then I came to Hargeisa while I was young, and while I'm playing with my age, then I cannot speak fluent Somali. I was sometimes speaking Swahili language. Then they call me Swahili. Then my full name is Ahmed Mohamed Hassan, nickname Swahili. I finished all my studies when we was Somalia together. Okay. Then I went to United Arab Emirates. My subject was automobile mechanic. Wow. Then when I go there, within 2 years, I couldn't get that job. Then suddenly I got from the magazines, they need fire people. Because I was footballer and I was young and strong. Wow. Then they selected me there. Then I started January 1980 as a fireman. Then I promoted to senior fireman. After examination, not only promoting, then I promoted to sub-officer after examination. Then I promoted to station commander. Then I promoted to station, what you call training officer. Then my last title was lead training officer. I was a manager of the training department. Then I resigned on 2014 by the request of President of Somaliland, Ahmed Mohamed Hassan.
That is like, I don't know, it's a bunch of history, which is very good.
I make short, but it's too much.
Wow, that is even short.
Yes.
Okay, but for the want of time, I think we will be going that short level. Yes. Now, that now takes me to the next question. Yeah. This is an entity which is, you know, very big with all these edifices we have here. But I want you to let us go back to the memory lane. Before the inception of this fire service, how did Somaliland people manage fire disaster?
It was nightmare. My job was 21 days working and 21 days have a leave. I was coming to Hargeisa. Then because of my professional, when I saw a house burning, and nobody can do it because no fire service was there. Houses, factories, anything on fire was going to ash. Then I was very sorry because this is my job. People are bringing buckets of water from the neighbor houses, but they cannot control if it is very big. You see, and those days it was. I started to talk from Radio Hargeisa, televisions, from magazines, just to make understand people in the government we need to build a fire brigade. Then after a while, there was a committee who built a second bridge of Hargeisa. When they finished that one, then they say, what another program we can do? They said, there is a one man here always talking about the fire. What we don't call that man? Then they call me. They make interview with me. Then they told me, if we are going to start fire brigade here, you must come here. I told him I got very nice job. I got very nice position. Then they say, okay, we will consult with the president. Then they took me to the president. And when they give a story, the president say, okay, we will not give you a lot of money like Imar Abu Dhabi, but we will give you the rank. I had like this. Then they gave me 1 star. Then after years, they give me the 3rd star. Then I accept. President said, okay, 34 years you was working outside. Come and help your people. As far as you always looking disasters are there. Then money is nothing. Then I accept and I resign there. Then we start from Hargeisa like that. As a pilot project. We start as a pilot project. And for one station. We don't have any appliances. I came and see 2 old vehicles. Then I talked with the government and the committee. Then we purchased 3 tankers and 1 fire plants. We start with 1 station. And we start from there up to now.
That's fantastic. You know, I can easily say you've been in this country, like coming back home is just to come and save your people. Like you rightly said, money is nothing. It's not anything.
Yeah, because if you see your job, you will feel very sorry, and nobody's doing anything. People are crying inside the houses. Nobody can rescue them. Petrol stations are on fire. Factories are on fire. Houses, poor people. If that house burned, then they cannot get anything else. Because of that, I came back to the country.
Okay. Now, taking cognizant of where Somaliland was then, and now with the assistance and the activities you put in place, how can we compare this period?
It's very known, because if no fire brigade, if no fire brigade is there, everything was on problem. If fire comes, nobody can help each other. Even I met vehicles on the road on fire, and every people are just looking like you know the lion when it catches animal, mother only surrounding there like that. Now when we established this fire service, everybody is sleeping safely now. He know if any problem is there, he know where to call. He know people will come. He know people will rescue. He know fire brigade will extinguish property, save the life property, and also they call for humanitarian service too much, like floods, like somebody fell in the toilet or in the water, or vehicle taken by flood. Now everybody, they know if there is any problem they met, only they call 990, and with minutes we are with them and help them.
Okay, as it is now, I think we can easily say you have achieved a lot since inception. Yes. I want you to let us, just tell us 1 or 2, 3 achievements that you can say, wow, if not because of this agency, maybe this will have happened to this particular thing. Maybe some things we can say, oh, we did this.
We turn out to petrol stations, to mattress factories, to aluminum factories, to very big warehouses. Beyond this, we start with only one what you call station, because of Hargeisa is divided into eight sectors. Now we made 4 sectors now. 4 sectors. Why we do like that? Because of traffic congestion, and Hargeisa became now big. It took time to reach there, But when we have four, this one another three, if the corner of south corner of the town fire is there, data plants near, they will turn out. Then they will call back. They will say, we are enough to do this job. Otherwise, we need help. Then we have all radios. They're prepared to assist them. Now we don't know in Nigeria, but in most of the capitals in Africa, they got only one station in the capital. But imagine a country is not recognized, and we have 4 sectors of fire stations, and including of this, Somaliland is divided into 6 regions. We are functioning to all regions now.
Wow.
If you say Berbera, Buro, Las Anod, Erigabo, what you call Gebile, and also Borama and Gebile, without any outside assistance. All this money came from the government. And it's a very big achievement, I think. In the capital now we got 4, but in the future we will include other 4, then 8 fire brigades will be in the capital.
Okay, just to cut you short there, I want to believe Rome, was not built in a day. When you start this, and presently as we are, what are the challenges that this agency is facing?
Too much challenge. If you are going to start a project from the ground, you need ground for building the fire station. You need budget to build the fire station. You need to recruit people. You need to train the people. You need what you call their salary, health-wise, everything. All these challenges was in front of us, but step by step, we come to conclude all these things.
Now, another very crucial thing I want you to let us talk about is that we all know that this agency, your works lies much on water, trucks, something like this, yes. Good road for the movement. All these things are very key in carrying out your operation. This is Somaliland. You've said it before. An unrecognized country. How can you describe all this towards achieving all these goals you mentioned?
I will give you a proverb. A hunchman knows better than you how to sleep. As my experience at Somaliland, I made a contingency plan to confront all these things. Now in this station, we have a buried tank which is contain 800 barrels of water spare now, and one elevated tank which is contain 200. There we got 800 barrels now in our tanks. In our vehicles we got 300 barrels now ready in the vehicles. That means 1,100. And other 3 sections, we have each 200 barrels of water served there. Till we go to hydrant system, it is enough for us because we succeed to extinguish, as I told you, petrol stations, big markets, factories, all these things. Aluminum factory, we was fighting with the fire 6 hours. And we use what we call relay system. Relay system is when this supply is fighting the fire, another tanker is coming and feed this one. Another tanker is standing at the left and it is spare. When this tanker coming to end, then it connect this going back and filling. And like this relay system. But in near future now, rehabilitation of Hargeisa water is going on.
Yes.
Then I include to have hydrants in the important places like petrol stations, factories, and all the streets. And we, inshallah, when we got these hydrants, then we will relax from the relay system to use tankers. Then I did a good contingency plan to solve all this problem.
That is fantastic. That is why they say experience. There is no amount of money you can have that you can use to buy experience.
34 years experience.
Wow. That is, in fact, I'm not...
Really, I was working on the biggest fire brigade in the Middle East. We got very sophisticated equipment, very big bulk vehicles, the last models. Then here when I came, we cannot afford all these things. Now these vehicles, when they come to us, they got different connections. By my experience, I replace all these things.
That's very good. Now we'll move on to talk about partnership. But before we go there, I want us to go on a short break now. And when we come back, we'll be discussing about how this agency gets some fund to finance all these activities they are carrying out. We'll be back after the short break.
Making documentaries is one of the most creative craft and challenging endeavors you can be involved in. It is an effective strategy to inform, persuade, educate, defend the perspective, and shed light on various issues, policies, and activities. At CBA TV, documentary production is our forte. We capture every TikTok detail of events in highest resolution to tell the story you care about, from politics to human hunger, research-based content, educative and informative. We also help you project your story in a dynamic perspective that attracts the world views of the target audience, as there is no better or more powerful way to place the organization's values and achievements than to make an excellent documentary film. No doubt, our strength lies in these ventures, and we pride in many award-winning documentaries which have been earning accolades across Africa and beyond. Let's tell your story.
All right, viewers, thank you for joining us once again. If you are just tuning in, you are watching CBA TV, and this is your dining program, Talk to CBA. My guest remain the same person, Brigadier General Ahmed Mohamed, also known as Swahili. We have been talking about the achievement and development system of Somaliland Fire Brigade Service. Sir, before we go on that short break, I told you we'll be talking about the partnership. You know, this is a very big job you're doing. I want to ask if this agency has any partnership, maybe with local or international NGO, as we have them around in the country. Really,
the answer is no. All these things was built by the government and running by the government. Local NGOs and what you call international NGOs are coming to us. They look, everything here is good. Then they say, who did this for you? We say, our government. Then when we talk together, they say, okay, we will come back soon to you, but we will not promise anything. And there is a comeback. All this now budget is from the government budget.
That's, somehow, we want to use this opportunity to call on NGOs, because this is about life and property. I want to believe all the NGOs are working in the same vein. It's just that it's different from each other. They are into humanitarian and what have you. We call you to come and support this good job that this agency is doing. Now, let's quickly talk about, the relationship of people. Now, some years down the lane that this establishment is now on ground working. How does people behave to your staff when they are carrying out their duties?
Before everything, when you are starting, you must have people to confront. Not confronting because they don't know the way we are working, how fast we are running street. They say they are mad people. When we put our lights on, we put beacons on, we put our siren. Sometimes they say, "Yo, stop it because of this. We don't want this shout." But when they become when they realize our job, now if any emergency happen, if you go to the street, if any vehicle doesn't go out of the road, people themselves they are forcing these people to go outside. Before, when we reach the incident, people there was running and gathering and make us problem. But nowadays, when we tell them through the televisions and radios and magazines, just to give us a chance for working, they give us. When you are extinguishing the fire, what we call T6 is there. T number 1 is time of detection of for the fire. You know, if the house is closed, detection of the fire will be late. When it breaks the door or it breaks the windows, after finishing inside, if somebody is there, then how can be rescued? Then somebody from outside, when he sees the smoke of the fire, they call us. But after half an hour, when we go there, they throw the stones to us. When you ask why you are doing these things, you became late. Because they don't know time of detection is important. Time of calling also, number 2, time of calling. If you call very early, then we come very early, we extinguish early, every problem will be finished. Number 3 is 10 out system. 10 out system means how the fire brigade in their position, how they are ready. They must be full dressed and only waiting for alarm. T4 is the time of attendance to attend there. Okay, if there is too much vehicles, too much traffic, it will take minutes and time. They will make us late. If the people doesn't allow us to do the job and throwing its stones to us, or the man who called the fire brigade give us wrong address, all these things. T5 is the time of surrounding. When we come, people they think we only fight the fire straight. We contain the fire first, not to spread to we stop the what we call the danger. When we go there, it is impossible fire to become bigger. We must contain the fire. Then T6 is the time of extinguishment. If these 6 T's, one of them is late, then problem will arise there. Now, when they become to understand all these things, we must pass. Then they realize now, and when they saw we rescued them from any problem, then they become to know what the fire brigade is.
Fine. I just want to say I learned something very new today, which is T6. I've never heard of, the meaning of this T6 before. And thank you. It's still part of experience that we talked about before. Now, I want you to let us move on a very general levels now. I want to believe that all your staffs, based on the kind of job and the speed they have to use to do it, they are youths. And still in Somaliland, with what government is doing about securing job for this youth, we still have a large number of unemployed youth in Somaliland. What is this agency doing to support government in this axis?
Really, as I said, as I think, we took our part to give employment to the youth. We start with only 30 firemen. 2014, we start with 30 people. 15 working in the day, 15 working in the night. It was very small quantity. Well, but today, 2020, we have 400 firemen.
400?
400.
From 35 to 400?
400 within 7 years. Every year we increase. Now, as Hargeisa, only we got to 4 sectors. And 4 sectors are remaining. In this year, in our budget planning, I'm going to put to build other 4 stations. Then, to put 4 stations, you need firemen to work there. Then employment will be increasing. If you go to the regions, now we got every region one fire station. It's not enough. The next year we are going to move to make double. Third year we'll make 3. Then we assist the government to provide employment to the youth, and we stop the youth going outside from the country. As far as they got a job here, why they go outside? And I'm thanking for the government. They are giving good salary for the fire brigade. And everybody now, If you come to me tomorrow, if you stay with me 2 hours, you will see many people coming. They need employment. They need employment. When I say, why you don't go to other places? No, we like fire service job. And we assist the government regarding this.
Thank you very much for doing that for the youth, and I believe youth out there, they can also understand that you are doing so well. And now, as we are ending up this program, I want you to, in a program like this, there must be room for improvement or plans for improvement, so to say. Can you tell us the plans for improvement for Somaliland Fire Brigade's service?
Yeah, as I told you before, now we got only 4 sectors fire station. I'm going to increase another 4. If you go to the what you call regions, there are only 1 fire stations. I'm going to double it to make 3rd. I'm going to look for more training for the people, more equipment, all the things I'm going to improve. And as I told you before, all my staff are from college. They are well educated. People, they think only fire service is people only to fight with the fire. If you see that board, we give fire brigade lessons. We give first aid, because fireman should be first aider. If we go inside the room and get somebody there, we must give him first aid till we take outside, till we give to the what you call doctors. We must be electricians, because the first thing when you go to that burning house, we must isolate till electrical people coming. Many subjects we are giving to the people.
Now, as we draw the curtain of this program, and I want to ask you this very fundamental one. In the next 10 years, where do you see Somaliland Fire Brigade service?
Oh, we'll be on the top of the mountain. Because every time we increase stations, we increase employment, we increase everything.
Thank you, viewers. And as we are ending up this program, sir, I want you to tell us your parting words for Somaliland youth and even everyone in general.
First of all, we think fire is our enemy. If I ask you now fire, you say, no, this is enemy. But fire doing everything. We cook, we use for heating appliances. We use now everything here working by heat. But when we misuse, then fire comes to become enemy. And when enemy is there, it's looking when you are not ready. I'm telling the people, when you go out from your home, don't leave any electrical equipment working. Don't leave plugs on. When somebody is cooking, when you finish it, don't keep the fire on. Just extinguish. Keep matches and what you call and fire out of reach of the people, of the special children. Do not charge your mobile. I think if I ask you now when you are charging your mobile, you'll say while I'm sleeping, or while I'm in another room. Don't believe. Don't believe. It is enemy. When you are charging your what you call mobile, you must be with the mobile. Keep away from the emergency vehicles when they are coming, especially drivers. Do not gather. Do not come near the incident, because you spoil the job. If anything you need help, please you call 990, and as you will get answer, you will get turned out from there, and many others are there. But my last thing is don't call lie. Some people are calling. There is a house fire. When you go there, we couldn't find anything. Don't say lie, because we use fuel, we use force, we use to rush. Then when we go there and we didn't get anything, it will be very big punishment then.
Thank you very much, sir, for speaking to CBA. And for the viewers at home, I think you can understand this list of words of advice, so to say. I will pick one or two to tell you. If there is any problem, don't hesitate to call 990. And as you can hear, the promise is there that as soon as you call, based on what we had from the thesis, the time of calling is very, very important. All you need to do is to support this agency, not to disturb them. When you are calling, make sure you verify the information you want to give them. Thank you so much for talking to CBA. We really appreciate your time. And for the viewers at home, I thank you for watching. I'll bring this program again to you, same time, same station. Thank you. Bye for now.